The BPMH Performance Reports. System Overview. Welcome to the Performance Reports Overview video.
This video is designed to assist your organization in completing the required performance report for grants and cooperative agreements, PRGCA. The target audience for this video is any BHPR grantee who is required to submit performance reports.
Grantee requirements.
All grantees under the Bureau of Health Workforce, BHW, are required to submit 2 semi-annual performance reports using the BPMH system. All data reported must be specific to academic year 2013 to 2014. Report 1, July 1, 2013, through December 31, 2013. Report 2, January 1, 2014, through June 31, 2014. Report 1 grantee due date, March 31, 2014. Note, the PO review due date, April 28, 2014.
BPMH System Enhancements.
The BPMH system has been optimized to reduce the number of data collection forms. All these forms were approved by the Office of Management and Budget, OMB. Each program has its own combination of setup data forms and performance data forms. Completing the setup data forms will determine which performance data forms will be required.
Overview of the video.
This BPMH Performance Reports System Overview video will be a general walkthrough of the BPMH system using pre-staged data. This video will provide a step-by-step navigation of the BPMH system, but will not provide instructions on how to fill out the setup data or performance data forms. Completing this video will give you a high-level view of the BPMH system and the steps required to complete a performance report for grants and cooperative agreement submission, from start through submit.
Where do we begin?
We will begin from the home welcome page of the HRSA EHBs. You must have a valid EHBs login name and password. If you are having trouble logging into the HRSA EHBs, call, email, or click the links in the Contact Us section on the login page for help.
System requirements. Recommended settings link.
Once you have logged into the electronic handbooks, it is recommended that you check your computer for compatibility with the EHB's system. On the home welcome page within the Getting Started banner, there is a recommended settings link. Clicking the recommended settings link opens the recommended settings page and performs a scan of your system.
After the scan of your system is complete, the recommended settings page displays the results of the scan. It is important that all 6 requirements are met, to be sure that all the forms and functionality of the system are displayed correctly. If any of the requirements fail the test, please address the problem using the recommended settings. To navigate to a BPMH performance report, and begin the data entry process, you must open the Pending Tasks page. From the recommended settings page, if you have scanned your system, click the Tasks tab. Or if you logged into the home welcome page directly, click the Tasks tab to get started. The Pending Tasks list page opens, displaying your not completed tasks. In the task list, look for a Performance Reports task. In the default collapsed task list, information about the task is displayed, such as the number of days until the report is due, the deadline date, and the tracking number. Understanding the BPMH tracking number. The tracking number will change depending on what type of report and what program it is associated with.
The tracking number for a BPMH report will always begin with BPM. The next several characters will change depending on what type of report it is. For a semi-annual performance report, the characters are SAPR. For a financial report, the characters are FR. For a final performance report, the characters are FPR. The next 3 characters are the activity code for the associated program. For example, U76. The remaining characters are a string of 8 numbers that are unique to each report. For example, 000123445.
Now that we understand the tracking number, let's get back to viewing more information about this performance report task. To view more information about the task, click the arrow to expand the line item. In this expanded view, you can see who is the last person to update the report. And the date it was updated.
As we scroll to the right to see the rest of the page,
we can see the status of this report.
Note: if the status is not started, the options link will be displayed as a start link. If the status is in progress, you will see an edit link.
To begin work on this report, click the start link.
Note: clicking on the start link will change the status to in progress even if you make no changes to the report.
The Performance Reports Status Overview page opens. The status link is highlighted in the left navigation menu. The title section displays the grant number and reporting period, and the number of days left to submit the report. To view more information about the grantee organization, click the arrow. With the title section expanded, we can view information, such as the organization name, tracking number, the project period and the budget period. The Resources section provides links to helpful items, such as the last NOA, this performance report, the program manual, a glossary, and the FAQs document. The Submission Report Status section displays the status of all forms included in the performance report. Since this performance report has just been started, and the setup data forms have not been completed, there is only one item listed: the grant purpose form. Its status is not started. To open and edit the grant purpose form, and begin the setup data process, click the Update link. The Basic Information page opens. The project director information is listed for your convenience. Click the Continue button to proceed to the grant purpose form. The grant purpose setup page opens for you to select one or more purposes associated with this grant. The left navigation menu shows we are on the grant purpose page, and that it is currently not completed, as indicated by the red hash mark through the green check mark. To collapse the left navigation menu, to create more working space, click the double arrows. Select the appropriate check boxes. The choices made here will determine what forms are added to the performance data section of the performance report. To collapse the top navigation panel, click the double arrows. Now we have room to add comments to this page, if desired.
Note: form-level comments are not required.
Click the arrow to expand the comment section. With the comment section expanded, an Add Comments link is displayed. To add a comment to this form, click the Add Comments link. A text entry window will appear. Type your comment, and click the Save button. The grant purpose setup page refreshes with a comment added to the comment section. After completing a form, it is recommended to always save the page first, to validate the data entered, before clicking the Save and Validate button. This will save your work, remain on this page, and validate the data entered. If the form fails the validation, an error will appear. This will give you an opportunity to fix any errors before you continue to the next form.
Note: for pages that have long forms displayed, rather than scrolling to the bottom of the page to click the Save or Save and Validate button, you may click the Save or Save and Validate icons in the System toolbar, without having to scroll.
After saving this form, and correcting any errors, click the Save and Validate button. The Training Program Setup page opens with a success banner displayed. In the Add Training Program section, you are required to select the type of training program or programs to be reported on.
Scroll to the right to see the rest of the page.
Complete this section appropriately with the information about your training program. For this overview, the information was entered for you.
Scroll to the left to see the Add Record button.
Click the Add Record button.
Scroll down to see the added training record.
Click the Save icon to save and check validation. With all errors corrected, click the Save and Validate icon.
Or scroll to the right to see the buttons.
And click the Save and Validate button. The next form will open. In this scenario, it is the PC3 Program Characteristics form. If the data on the previous form was saved and validated, a success banner will be displayed. The Performance Data Section Overview. Once the setup data has been completed and validated, the Performance Data section is added to the left navigation menu.
The forms listed will vary depending on the choices made in the Setup Data section. Each form must be completed and validated before the report can be submitted. Once completed and validated, the red hash mark will be removed from the green check mark.
On the PC3 Program Characteristics page, click the double arrows to expand the left navigation menu. And on the expanded left navigation menu, click the Grant Purpose link. The Grant Purpose Setup page opens. The Grant Purpose and Training Program link show a completed status. All the performance data forms show a status of not completed. Each form must be completed and validated before the report can be submitted to IRSA.
Note: completing the performance data forms is beyond the scope of this video.
Click the Status link. The Performance Reports Status Overview page opens. This page is the default landing page if you reopen a performance report. Displayed on the page are all the forms in their current status, and an update link to go directly to that form to edit.
Note: for this overview, the performance data has been completed.
When all forms show a status of completed, you may proceed to complete the performance report and submit it to IRSA. Click on the Manage Comments section to review or edit page-level comments or add a report-level comment. The Manage Comments page opens displaying any form or report-level comments. Report-level comments can be added by clicking the Add Comments link.
Note: report-level comments are not required.
Click the Continue button to save the page and move to the Validation Summary page. The Report Validation Summary page opens and any validation errors will be listed here. Hopefully, there will be none, but if there are, click on the link displayed to go to that form, and fix the error. Once all the errors, if any, have been corrected, click the Continue button to proceed to the Review page. The Review page opens. You can print all forms by clicking the Print All Forms button. You can also view any of the individual forms by clicking the associated View link. Click the Continue button to proceed to the Submit page. The Submit Report page opens displaying all the forms in the report and their current status. All forms must show a status of complete to submit the report. There is an option to update any of the individual forms.
Note: updating any of the forms will necessitate saving and validating them again before the report can be submitted.
Click the Continue icon in the System toolbar to submit the report, or the Submit button at the bottom of the page. The Submit Report Confirm page opens displaying a confirmation banner. Check the box to electronically sign the report, and click the Confirm button to complete the submission process. The Submit Report Result page opens displaying the report details, and the process is complete. Click the Return to List button to return to the Submission List page. This concludes the BPMH System Overview video. Contact information.
Please use the following contact information for program-related questions or issues. Please contact your project officer. EHBs and technical questions or issues. Please contact the HRSA Contact Center at 877-GO-4-HRSA. That's 877-464-4772. 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.